Hi Divine Collective, hello, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, Luxe Divination. Hope you guys are an awesome Divine Collective. So this would be a collective transmission. So today we are gonna decode a story that began as a personal read to me, unfolded into a mirror for many of you, okay? Walking the path of divine partnership and karmic purification. So, you see, when the Most High delivers justice, it is not always thunder and lightning. Okay, sometimes it's a sequence of cards that read like a cosmic script, each archetype revealing where truth is cutting through illusion, right? So let's begin where this transmission started. And it started off with justice. Justice is the hand of the Most High, restoring equilibrium after prolonged distortion. Now it's the moment heaven says that enough confusion, balance must return here. So, in this collective field, justice arrived to show that some of you have been spiritually opposed, not necessarily by people who consciously wish you harm, but by energies working through unhealed channels. Okay, these can be entities, these can be demonic possessions. Okay, so often, this happens within the very connections meant to define you, the twin, the soulmate, or the family line. Okay, take it how it resonates with you. Now, then came the Hierophant, the archetype of structure and tradition. So, religion, family systems, authority figures. But the Hierophant is clarified by the Hermit reversed here, which exposed the false teacher energy, false guidance. Okay, somebody is giving false mentorship here. This is where many of you will resonate. Okay, the mentors, the elders, or belief systems that once guided you may have become cages, okay, or may have guided your twin, your soulmate, or anybody. They have been become cages, okay, for this connection. When the hermit turns upside down, his lantern no longer shines from the inner truth. This is distorted energy. It reflects borrowed doctrines, okay, fear or maybe control here, okay, through manipulation. Spirit revealed that these outdated hierarchies, whether spiritual communities, okay, this can be a group, community, or even family lineages, okay, so these are social conditionings here. Okay? So they were attempting to dictate what divine love or purpose should look like, but justice said no. The false hierarchy must crumble, right? That's distorted energy. So the sword descended, Ace of Swords, followed by the Knight of Swords underneath. This is divine revelation, okay? Sudden clarity, slicing through gossip, lies, and mental interference. For many of you, this represents voices around your counterpart, right? Their family, friends, colleagues, speaking confusion into a sacred bond. And the ace and knight together say, the truth will rush in. And the words once used as weapons will now expose their wielder who used to wield that false truth in front of your counterpart, okay? And fed them with lies. Lies about this connection, lies about you, okay, gossip about you, misinformation about you, right? Now, when the question turned to whether this influence came from the family or social circle, the answer was both. Can you imagine? The answer was both. social circle as well as family. Now, the Ace of Swords does not discriminate here. It divides truth from falsehood in all directions. Okay? And then the Spirit revealed the Tower energy in front of me. And collective, whenever you see the Tower, don't panic, okay? It's not punishment, it's purification. And the Tower tears down what was never blessed by the divine order here. See the gossip, see the misinformation. Had it been true, the divine order was already re-established, then why did it crumble in the first place? Bro, because they were feeding you or your counterpart the lies, okay? So, if the interference came through feminine figures, that is, mother figures or siblings or ancestral attachments, the Tower says the illusion is over. Okay, the lightning of God does not miss. So, but here, where it gets interesting, confirmation arrived through the Hanged Man reverse and Five of Wands reverse. And with that, I got Five of Coins reverse and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So translated into the simple terms as the waiting is ending, okay? The battles are cooling and the isolation is lifting. So the karmic wheel has paused so that lessons can truly integrate here, correct? Now this is that moment when heaven hits pause on fate, letting everyone see the battlefield very clearly before destiny turns again. Okay, especially you had to discern, you had to clarify your confusion. Okay, it's the silence after the storm when your soul catches its breath and realizes that I survived, and I see now why it had to collapse in the first place, right? Then appeared the Queen of Swords. You are the Queen of Swords, collective. She is wisdom after that warfare, okay? The one who knows how to wield the sword without letting it sever her compassion. You did not let your compassion and that wise heart die. She doesn't chase proof, okay? She is the proof here. You are the proof here. Her crown represents discernment, okay? That discernment which is earned through pain. Her sword is the truth aligned with that mercy, okay? But Spirit added one last warning, and that is Page of Swords reverse energy. Now that's the energy of immature communication. That's gossip, that's spying, or half-truths that try to re-enter your story again and again. Okay, these people, bro, try to give your counterpart an energetic backlash every time. Okay, so if you feel echoes of old drama or people seeking your reaction, remember that the Queen of Swords doesn't lower her crown to argue with pages, okay? These are the pages energy who were gossiping, falsifying your truth, okay? Twisting your truth, twisting the narrative around you so that it looks stupid to your counterpart, okay? You simply observe here, okay? And let the divine law handle it. Cool? You do not have to react, you just observe, and please don't even bother yourself about these pages energy, okay? Now we reach the revelation that closed this transmission with Ace of Cups clarified by World reverse, Seven of Cups. With Knight of Cups reverse at the bottom. Now, Knight of Cups is the base energy. Knight of Cups reverse is that false charm, right? So, here I see that, yeah, this is where the Most High turned the message inward, what your counterpart or anyone still tied to old emotional illusions. Now, this person doesn't yet see that there is something hidden, okay? Hidden behind the emotional attachments that this person has or had. Now, the Ace of Cups is the true heart, divine love, okay, spiritual renewal. But when it sits beside a reversed world and Seven of Cups, it says the heart is still surrounded by illusions of love. This person is, I don't know, they are mistaking sentiment for truth. Okay? The soul longs for oneness here, but the mind is drunk on fantasies, appearances, and projections. Yes, your counterpart is still fighting amidst a big battlefield. They're not yet out of it. And the Knight of Cups reversed adds that charm without consistency and that idealism without integrity. People are not integrated emotionally, they are just attached, and that's the illusion from where love is coming, okay? That's false love, that's falsifying true love, okay? For the collective, this means many are awakening to the difference between emotional chemistry and spiritual compatibility. So, love built on illusion keeps the wheel reversed here, right? Love purified by truth turns it forward. That's the difference, okay? That's the difference. So, what is the divine instruction right now for you? The Most High is calling us to graduate from emotional fantasy to heart wisdom, to stop chasing science and start embodying discernment, to recognize that sometimes justice removes people not to punish them but to protect your mission. This person, whoever this counterpart is, was, okay, take it how it resonates according to your timeline, but this person was not, this person was feeding off of your energy, and this person did not contribute to the mission, right? So this was to protect your mission. This transmission therefore becomes a universal parable, okay? The Hierophant showed the outdated systems collapsing. The Tower confirmed the divine intervention, bro. Yep. And the Queen of Swords crowned the awakened mind. And finally, the Ace of Cups reopened that purified heart. So the underlying message is, those who once spoke confusion will witness your peace. And that's the divine justice here. Okay, so collective, you are being guided to step out of karmic noise and stand as the divine arbitrator here of the truth in your own lives. Let the old towers fall. Let these false teachers fade, and let the gossip echo into silence. Where that gossip went? Where did that gossip go? Now what? You don't need to fight the storm anymore. You're the calm after it, okay? So your heart is the Ace of Cups, your mind the Queen of Swords, and your destiny the Justice card made flesh. That's the current energy. May this message remind you that when the Most High lifts his sword, he's not destroying your world. He's freeing you from the one that was built without him, okay? And as you walk forward, speak softly but very clearly to yourself that I choose truth over illusion, wisdom over reaction, and the divine order over chaos. The collective ascension begins not with a new partner, not with a new timeline, but with a new clarity. Try to understand that. And the moment you stop defending lies, the tower turns into a gateway. So breathe, beloveds. Just breathe because the wheel is about to turn again. And this time you will be standing in the center, steady, sovereign, and guided by the Most High. Alright? If this message resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and join our journey. So this was it. This was the transmission. This was the message. This was the guided message, perhaps. So I'll meet you guys in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Divine Rising and ciao.
Oh, city lights, they flicker like a dream.